Hello everyone and welcome to my tank speedrun strat for the Star 2 dungeon, Valley of Slaughter. I'm going to show you the optimal strat and how to speedrun through this dungeon so you can get yourself out of that pug hellhole. Now I get asked all the time, why don't you just record the footage with your guild? Well, number one, my guild doesn't want to fucking play with me, and number two, I like to endure the pain and suffering that you guys do on a day-to-day basis by playing in random fucking Pugland. So without further ado, guys, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do, of course, is kill the Orc Key Administrator. He holds the key. Not much here, folks. He's going to do a Fury attack, dance and spin around, and then he's going to do the jump, and you jump with him to avoid the damage. Now, at this point, you're going to want to communicate to your pugs on the strat that we're about to do. By far, what's coming up is the most difficult part of this entire dungeon. What you're going to do is sprint all the way to the end and then back, and then tell your DPS to be waiting in the middle of the bridge. You're going to bring up all those mobs back there, so you guessed it, so you can strategic rush them the fuck out, right? Punt them off out of the bridge, off the bridge. So anyway, this will be gear dependent. It's really good to have any food with defense or evasion, endurance, or even, collision resistance is really good, because as you're going to be sprinting, there's going to be these little fucking boomerangs that sometimes they miss or sometimes they catch you and you're frozen, and it makes it a little bit more difficult. So if you are under geared or anything like that and you're worried, it is always helpful to have a healer run with you but stay behind. Okay, so they're not at risk of getting any aggro. Anyway, without further ado, let's run through it, right? So you're going to just sprint here, morph, right? You're going to try to jump, not get caught out. If you do get caught out like this, and even worse, if you get caught out and there's a bomb that's about to explode, this is actually a plus. This is for your benefit. All you got to do is block. There you go. And you just gained a shield, right? So here I like to precision dash. Then I like to precision dash to the next target to get some distance, right? You're going to go all the way down these two mobs, and then you're going to use your strategic rush, your counter barrier, right? And any defensives here to help. Now, if you're blocked, right, I'm stuck, just hold block and defend. If you have a pocket healer, he'll be able to pocket you from behind as long as he's staying back, right? And you're going to bring out everyone here. You're going to bring everyone forward to the middle of the bridge. Now, a lot of these bridges here have these, like, poles sticking out. Sometimes mobs will get stuck on them. So go in this area right here where there isn't that obstacle. This is the side I like to punt them in. Always chain hook mobs that are from a distance, right? Get threat, get initial aggro, group up, then punt them off, and you're a fucking hero. And everyone around you is like, wow, this guy's a fucking gamer. You know why? Because you're watching this guy. That's why you're a gamer. Anyway, once I'm done the initial melee push, I like to go towards the range side and then push them on that angle. As again, you can see him avoiding the poles, right? So there's no chance of collision. And then clean up whatever's left, right? Pull anything that's, away. What's even better is build your group with another sword and shield. Fuck, if you got 2 or 3 strategic rushes, everyone's flying off this damn bridge and you're cruising. So if you really want to make your own group or just run with your guild, if they're actually nice enough to spend 15 minutes to run with you, unlike mine, then you can just, have more sword and shields and more strategic rushes and just blow through this. Anyway, kill that guy. He'll open up the gate. And now you're going to go approach this Orc Shadow Elder, right? You're always going to want to pin him against the tree so he can be stunned. This is what I typically do. I like to wrap around, get initial aggro with the taunt, and then I punch them all and they're all stunned. Now, this guy will routinely summon a shaman. 2 ways you can go about it. You can either have someone freeze or sleep that shaman. In this case, we had someone freeze it. Then all you have to do is focus the Orc Shadow Elder. You don't need to worry about stunning and killing the shaman and then just waiting for another shaman to spawn. Just have someone freeze the guy and just ignore the mechanic completely. So I really enjoyed that someone did that. Nevertheless, just tank and spank, guys, right? We're going to continue to pin him to the wall or the tree with strategic rush. And then, you know, I'm going to show you what you can do. If someone doesn't freeze or sleep, just pull the shaman into you while always maintaining in the circle. Stay in the circle, right? And I'll show you how to, there you go, right? And then that's how you can control the fight if you don't have someone that's, you know, has IQ and that actually freezes the guy. So I found that really nice. Anyway, you know, be careful with this. This is where you typically will want to save your Da Vinci's Courage. I clearly don't care about my teammates and I didn't use it. Don't be like me. You know, I purposely do these things, actually, to show you what not to do. That's why I didn't use Da Vinci's Courage. I wanted to see if you'd catch it. Anyway, you're going to run through. Now, this guy is the Orc key, right? He has a key to the bridge. Your DPS is going to be worried about him because oftentimes what happened was when I ask everyone to go to the bridge, he will de-aggro. So he doesn't seem to like the bridge. Well, obviously, his fucking, you know, friends are getting knocked the fuck off of it. Anyway, so as a tank, you're going to just grab everyone. Go right to the shaman, right? Be careful here. This, you don't need to get away from. This, what it would actually even been better, right, is if I didn't roll out of that. Because I could have just blocked and gained a shield, right, and some health. So sometimes it's advantageous to just, like, literally get caught out with a fury attack. So you can build. Anyway, right, big punt there. See, so the DPS is focused, right, on that boss. They don't need you. You can focus on surviving, right, and hacking everything nicely. Now, this guy is another sword and shield. Bam, look at that. Look at the combo. Look at that fucking double penetration. I love it, man. God, I would love to play with 3 sword and shields, dude. Anyway, right, you're going to go forward now. You're going to tell them to stay back. Because, like, just treat them like children that you have to babysit. And you will do fine. Okay? So they're staying back while you go. I like to go right direction to the right. I like to then hit this guys. Then I like to go dash, hit this dash. Now, there are guys to the right here. If I go back just quickly. Right here. There are guys to the right. You can get them as well, but they're not really that dangerous, to be honest. They don't really pull when you're on the when you're doing the hardest mechanic of the game, which we're about to head towards. Anyway, oh, here I am. I got stunned. I just block. There's my shield. Look at the health. Look at that shield. I love it. Anyway, take him again right here where there's no collision things. Bam, punted. See ya, nerd. Typically you want to wait for all the melee to get towards you. Pull a range, right? Worry about that shaman later because you got a lot of juicy guys stacked up. Right? Punt, get ready. Ooh, baby. And then now you can head towards the shaman, right? Now I'm trying to pack this side. So that's typically what I do. I let everyone come towards me. I push that initial group, and then I'll pivot to the other side of the bridge, and then wait for the strategic rush to finish. And you're a hero. And then, of course, always get the shaman. There you go. See the things. And I'm sure you're doing some of this already. But hopefully there's some takeaways, right? Anyway, the next one. Welcome to the hardest mechanic of the game. Coordinating 3 strangers to press a CC at the same time. Hardest mechanic of the game. You're always going to want to pull this ad before you start. That guy right there, hear him? Yeah, pull him. Good job, Renru. Then, you know, I pulled him in, and then now focus the Orc Curse Caster once he's dead. You can then coordinate your 3, 2, 1, go, right? But always kill that ad first. As you can see, the 2 ads right there, they don't seem to be a bother at all. And you can pull them in the next section anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Anyway, yeah, you know the drill. Everyone should stun. You can either freeze one and sleep the other, and then and then stunning blow yours, or some kind of combination of the 2. I do like the freeze, right? Go for G, G for go. R for ready, G for go. There you go. That seems to be the norm here on how to do this well. Anyway, you get the point, guys, right? Like, there you go. Click on this thing, and now we're going to blow through this. Same thing, right? You're going to go up front. Oh, look at them. They listened, right? So you're going to go up front. You're going to go right to the shaman first. Okay, punt the shaman. There you go. Now, clump them up. Now, what you'll notice here is this Orc Butcher. Some ads, like, you're not able to push back. And I think the Orc Butcher is, of course, one of them. He's heavy. So even if there are small ads around him, see, they didn't fully go. So always try to clip the small ads without the butcher there, in order to you know, have it actually work. So that can happen occasionally, and it can happen where sometimes they're stuck on a piece of wood, right? Oh, and that guy just got punted, and I don't even know how. Anyway, boss time. We're gonna switch out our, you know, our hook for Stalwart Bastion, because in this fight we need to stay tanky. Just thick and girthy, rock solid, dependable Chad. Okay? You're going to be glued to this boss at all times. There's a mechanic where he sends sheeps or spawns sheeps. That's not your problem. Stay at the boss, learn his mechanics, which we'll go over, and you will come victorious. So I like putting Stalwart Bastion on, of course. Oh, if you're interested in a full tank guide for PvP and PVE, I will link it in the description below. Thank you. All right, let's go. Right, so the first thing we're going to do, of course, is establish threat. Now, the first thing you need to know, keep him facing away from your party at all times. He has a frontal cone. He raises his fucking staff or cleaver in the air, slams it on the ground. It then creates a fiery surface. It needs to be pointed away from your team, right? So here we are right there. And now what I like to do is simply roll dodge. Bam. I pivot slightly to the right. Okay, now this is a Fury. You're going to block that, obviously. Right? This, I like to jump, but I honestly think that doesn't do shit, as we've just seen. Block that. When he kind of twirls it and slams it on the ground, just block it. The stomp is when you want to jump. Okay, this one. This is when you want to jump. Now, try not to do an ability and then jump, because watch this. I jump and it still catches me. You got to be like really, really ready for that. But I'll show you how it's done successfully throughout the video. Anyway, this move, you'll send a fire at pretty much everyone but the tank. 99% of the time, this is not hitting you, unless you have like a bunch of melee around you. Maybe this could be a cause for concern, but this is never going to be targeting you. Why? Because that is, right? Dodge. Bam. See, I just like to pivot. Just and make sure you stand out of that fire. Don't stand in it. You'll burn over time. Healer will be sad. Alright. Here we go. So they spawn a sheep. They're going to go take care of that. Now it's your job to just be on the boss. Okay, that's them. Don't worry about it, right? Now, this is a special new Fury attack. It's a diamond Fury attack. That means we're going to dodge roll. Similar to what we were doing with the last mechanic. It's always good to get hit, but what I mean by getting hit is hit with the dodge roll so that you can proc the shield. Not hit as if you failed to do the dodge roll. Don't do that. Anyway, see? Pivot away from the team and roll. That's a dodge roll. Get hit though, right? Make sure that dodge roll connects. And just survive here, right? Big damage. He's now going to go roar and jump in the team. This does no damage. Don't worry about it. Just go directly to the boss. Now it's your job to pivot the boss away from your team. It's not their job. It's your job. Find the opening where they're not at and then move there. There you go. And that's it. Get some big damage here and it rinses repeats. Dodge roll. See? I'm in fire. I did this on purpose to show you what not to do. This is not intentional. No, it's not. Anyway, block. Now, see, what are we going to do? Well, we can pivot again, but be careful. You can also pivot to the left and just jump over the fire, right? See, this is me kind of reconnecting so that I can keep them away. Jump! I swear I get it right. I swear I get it right. It's so janky! It's not my fault! Anyway, dodge. Again, I just wanted to show you what that damage would do if you didn't do... If you didn't miss. So here we are, folks. So we're gonna do we're not gonna go through the whole fight. You can see there's low damage. That you didn't need to dodge roll, but you get the point, right? Roaring, he's gonna call a sheep. They're gonna go. He's now gonna flame them. He's gonna flame them. See? Now he's gonna flame you. Or no, he's gonna dodge roll. You're gonna go ahead to him quick. Pivot around because he's gonna do this. Now dodge roll. There you go. You guys get this now, right? What is he gonna do next? Exactly. No, I knew. Did you know? Well, now you know because you watched the guide. Who am I talking to? Anyway. Clearly. Don't worry about that. It seems more dangerous than it is. And then this will be the last rotation I do, guys, and I'll just skip to the end. There's nothing else new other than he spawns 2 sheeps instead of 1. Right? So what are we doing here? Jump! Ah, I did it! You thought I wouldn't do it, I did it. Okay, what are we gonna do here? We don't need to do anything, it's them. Dodge. What do you think he's gonna do next? He's gonna probably do it again. Oh no, Fury attack, and then he's gonna slam on the ground. Right, let's see this. See? Now this, bam! I went to the left because I noticed that the left fire went out to keep it away from my team. Just that nice little dodge roll away. Right, this you just block. Just block that, don't worry about it. Try to, try to stall or bash in your gang. Right, they're moving out except for Dosi. Anyway. Pugland. It's exciting. It's more unpredictable. That's why I like playing with randoms. And then right here, dodge, right? Get the perfect hit so you get the shield. Run towards him. Dodge again. No, okay, I didn't. Don't do what I did. Dodge perfectly. Get the shield. Right? And that's it, folks. That's how you speedrun through this motherfucker. You know what I mean? There's not much. There's nothing else. You can close the video now. No, anyway, I appreciate it, guys. So, right, jump. Right, you guys get the memo. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. Hopefully, you got a bit more, bit better damage than I did in this group. Yeah, what's new, guys? Are you having a good time playing this game or what? Excited for Path of Exile 2? Are you playing WoW Classic Fresh servers? Anyway, it's been real, guys. For those that, watch these guides, comment and like, subscribe. Send it to the pugs that don't understand. Send it to the tanks that don't understand what they're doing. This is for the bonus. For the people who stayed. Oh, we got 2 people dead. Just crazy. Why do I endure this suffering voluntarily? Well, let's get that loot. That's why. Let's get the loot, baby. Big drop coming. Yeah. Fucking twig. For anyone that's still watching this video, you're a twig. No, I'm kidding. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.